Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Len Ray, and I sort of just want to touch bases and update with a couple of things that have been going on and about in the last few weeks. First off, I want to sort of talk post Babscon because thankfully I had the privilege and opportunity to go to Babscon this year. But the thing is, I didn't go all weekend. I only went for one day, and I went Saturday. I flew out Friday night, and I spent all of Saturday there, and then I had to go back home Sunday morning because of work. And let me just say, I was busy at Babscon. Like it basically was what I expected it to be, and it was basically just going back and forth from place to place, and just not so much as having a moment's rest. Excuse me. First off, I ran into a good amount of people that said they were going to go. So, I ran into the usual bunch. I ran into Pickens Pitch. I ran into Lost Narrator. Magpie was there. The Wilsonator was there. Keyframe was there. Fudge. I know I'm going to leave someone off. I'm trying to remember, the direct remote people before I even touch bases on other people I come across. But yeah, I ran into a good amount of people there. Others I came across as let me see, what's his name? Silver Quill. Yeah, I came across Silver Quill. I came across Chi Chi. I came across I came across. What's his name? Oh my gosh. Name, it's sort of funny. Names have really been bad with me for the past weekend. I don't know why. My brain is just doing funny things to the point where I can't remember names. But yeah, I also came across Toucan LDM, who's an animator for the fandom as well, doing, like when the characters meet My Little Pony. Yeah, it's that guy. And I also came across Wooten. Yeah. I knew that was going to happen. The moment I showed my face there, I was going to get detected, and yeah, we were going to meet. And certain topics did come up when meeting him. But yeah, it's still pretty nice. It was still pretty cool. And I'm glad to have had a moment to see newer faces, or faces that I haven't really had a chance to talk to or come across before. But yeah, in regards to people, those are the main people. There's one mention that I have to put out, and it's I gotta give this one to Zephy Sonus. Now, the thing about this user is that I'm sorry, I can't speak. Zephy Sonus is one of my most dedicated subscribers. This is a person that has been subscribed to me since I've had like 200 subs on YouTube. So like he's been there with me since the very beginning, before I've ever hit into the thousands mark. And I was really happy and really privileged to meet him because, technically I was supposed to meet him last year at Babscon, but unfortunately, I just never had the chance to. And this year, while I was on my way to the VA panel, he somehow spotted me, and he showed me who he was, and I was just really overjoyed to see him and have a moment with him. And I also had him, come down to the Lost Narrators meetup so that we have a moment more, and then we just kicked it and chilled and talked, and I really got to spend a good amount of time with him, and I was just really privileged to come across one of my most dedicated subscribers and well-made friends, if anything. So honestly, that's very much my highlight. One of my greatest highlights of Babscon. Other than I'm so scared that I'm gonna leave somebody out. Like, I'm so scared of that. And I don't want to do that. If I do leave someone out, I'm going to post this video to Twitter. I'm going to attack people. And if I leave you out, please say something. I don't want you to feel left out. I don't want you to feel neglected. I really don't want any of that. It was already bad enough that while I was at Babscon, there were some people that I didn't really talk to a lot. And it wasn't because I, didn't feel like talking to them. It was just, I already had certain people on my mind, and I sort of made some people priority, and that ended up, causing a little bit of neglect. Goodness, a little bit of neglect. So if I didn't talk to you a lot, it was no hard feelings. It wasn't me being rude. It wasn't me thinking, oh, I don't want to talk to this person. They're whatever. It really was. I couldn't. I never got a chance to really say much. So and the thing is, again, I was on a really tight knit schedule. So it was difficult. But other than the people, I went to the panels that I could. I went to the panel where Pegasus Pitch and Dewilsonator was on, and I think Matt Pike Pony was there as well. Someone else is on that panel. Someone else. I'm gonna get in trouble. No, Rena-chan was on it. Yeah, there was that panel. It was voices from the voice of the internet to the studios or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but you get it. I went to that panel. I went to the VA panel. I went to. Did I even go to any other panels? I'm not sure. That day was not so much about panels, but more so about really getting to meet people. And there are more things that happen. I'm sort of skipping around because I really want to try to get in the important things before I talk about other things, because I still have so much to talk about even after this video. Excuse me. I know that given that I went to Babscon, I did go to a couple of parties. Like, right from the get-go, when I got there on the night of day one, instantly I was invited to a party regardless of if I had a badge or not. So, that was pretty nice. And I even had some funny moments with a friend of mine. He goes by Dark Phoenix. And I called him to let him know that I was coming in, and he instantly puts Jen Blake on the phone. Jen Blake, she's a comic book writer for MLP, and she was... apparently the temporary Peter New of the weekend, and she talked to me on the phone as Peter New, and I knew it wasn't Peter New, but it was, just the challenge of just trying to figure out, okay, who am I talking to? Who did Brad set me up with? Brad is Dark Phoenix, by the way. And that it just ended up being a really hilarious thing. And then I actually did meet up with Jen Blake later while I was at one of the parties that night. The other main party I did go to was Dusty Cat's party. And I was just a +1, and I was more than privileged and more than happy to go to that party because it was really enjoyable, and it was a nice time to just mingle with many different people within the fandom, including a couple of higher ups here and there, and I was just enjoying myself. Unfortunately, the biggest downside to this convention was that I really lost a lot of sleep. Like, even though I managed to pay cheap for staying over for the weekend for Babs, I did not get a lot of sleep. I didn't have a bed or anything. I slept on the floor, and I barely had anything to cover my body. Like, this jacket I'm wearing was my blanket. So, that was that was quite a challenge. And so even through the day of Babscon, I was still dozing off, here and there, and I tried to stay up at times. And so even though I was at Dusty's party, like, I only stayed for like 3 hours, a little over 3 hours, and then I was done for the day. Like, I really couldn't do much. I had to just go because I was really dead tired, and I needed sleep, and I had to. Well, seeing how there's still a party going on in the room that I was rooming with, I basically sort of took a little nap outside in one of the secluded places of the hotel. And then after that nap, I was able to go back to the room and then actually sleep. And then from waking up, I literally packed my bags, updated on Twitter that I was leaving, and, saying goodbye to people, and then I went home. And that was basically Babscon. Yeah, I'm really trying to remember if there are any major moments aside from that. I know that after meeting up with Toucan LDM, we ended up sending a little text to Pinky Rose on Twitter because, like, she really did want to go to Babscon, but she couldn't because she has to study for AP exams. And so Toucan LDM and I sent her a little fun picture, and she responded in the way she responded, and I'm going to get you back for that. Anyways, that was basically Babscon. I think those are the main details that I have. If I left anything out, I'll probably put it in the description or something, or put them in a separate video. I don't know. I'll talk about the rest later. So yeah, that was Babscon. I want to also take this time to quickly talk about my work process. I've been really slow. I've been really slow on my own channel because work has been kicking my rear end for the past 2 weeks. Like, well, first off, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm not working 1. I'm working 2. And one of them's being a job that I've been at for more than 2 years, and the other one's being at the wonderful resort of Disneyland. And yeah, it's like, you know, it's interesting. I almost didn't get to go to Babscon because of Disney. Because, like, at one time, it seemed like, you know, my availability was totally open for going for a weekend, like Friday or Saturday, or even one of those. But somehow, out of some magical way, I suddenly get hours on the days I want to go to Babscon. And, well, to be very honest, if they so much as left Saturday alone, I would have been absolutely fine. But they scheduled me on a Saturday, and at one point I wasn't gonna go. But last minute, literally like last minute, somebody wanted to trade a Friday for Saturday, and I just did that quickly, and then I instantly, you know, looked for flights, and I got stupid lucky for getting not only, you know, pretty good flights, but a plane that gave me a lot of legroom space. So it sort of felt like I was in a first class plane, even though I wasn't really in first class, but still, the luxury of it all. My goodness. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Basically, I was scheduled a good amount of hours from Disney. Not even my other job. My other job was so flexible, and technically it wasn't even in the way of this. But I've been just working a good amount of hours, and I've really been tired. I've been stupid tired. Like, I haven't had time for my own projects. I haven't had time to talk to people. I haven't even had time to talk to my very best friend, who I spend a good amount of time with every night talking. And I've just been so out of it. So I haven't been able to do much. But thankfully, now that I could stop worrying about Babs or other cons for right now, because I'm pretty, by the time July comes around, money's gonna be fine. All that stuff's gonna be fine. It's not even gonna be anything to worry about. But given that I have a little bit of open space right now, I can actually I can actually start focusing on projects now. And there's also another reason that I haven't been on too many projects of my own channel. It's because I actually have started collaborating. There is this user who goes by the name Rebon-chan, and she is also a voiceover artist in the fandom. She's one that is now starting to come up with the rest of them, and she has made a couple of opportunities for me to collab, along with many other people, mind you. And I recently started recording some lines for her, and so there is one comic up on her channel right now. There are going to be 2 more coming up a little later, and I just sent her the lines today for one of the last ones, and so it's just all a matter of when she'll edit and upload that one. But yeah, I've been collaborating on her channel a little bit, so I'm gonna post the links to the videos in the description below, and you guys should be able to see some of those. They're gonna be comic dubs, and so I hope you guys really enjoy them. I had fun recording for them, and I really hope to do more work with her, because it's fun, and I've really started getting into the fun of just recording some of those comic dubs, especially when you get to improv at the end. So yeah, to nutshell, why I haven't really been doing much is because I've been getting a lot of hours at my jobs, both Disneyland and my pizza place. I have been really sleepy, so I've just been napping away whatever free time I've had, and I've been collaborating on other channels. So hopefully I can get back to mine. I don't want to abandon it. I don't want to break my streak. I'm actually about to hit 2K subs, so I don't want to break that. I want to get right back on that and just really hit my mark. So I rest assured I will come back. I will have more content out, and I won't like lag or cop out or anything like that. At least I'll try not. I really don't want to cop out with you guys. Like, you guys are such a really good audience, and you guys are really supportive, and all I want to do is give you guys the best. So I will try my hardest. I will try to get a bit more rest. I will try to find a little bit more time to do things, and I'll continue to give you guys, because honestly, you guys give back to me, and I'm inspired to do the things that I do, be it pony or non-pony. So all I can do is my best for you all. So rest assured, I'm not going anywhere. I will continue to do things. So that is where I stand. And that's all I really have to update and talk about. I'm just gonna get back to work now. I'm almost finished with a music composition that I been requested to do for another artist. It's for a parody, I believe. If some of you guys are Monty Python fans, then you might get a kick out of what I'm going to be releasing or help release for this particular user. So yeah, more details coming soon on that. With that said, this is Len Ray with an update for post Babscon and just projects in general. Over and out. DJ Smelling, one of the voices from the Mentally Advanced series. I knew I was leaving people out. Well, I got 'em!